What's up, everybody? Nicker the Black coming at you today with a top 48 deck list. This is the deck that I played at the Indianapolis, Indiana Regional. I ended up going X3 and rode the bubble in because one of the people I lost to actually took second or fourth, I believe it was. So I ended up taking 46th place. Not the best placing, but it was my first invitation that I've ever gotten and the highest I've ever placed in a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. So it was super exciting, a lot of fun, and I actually had a blast playing in the format right now. It's very diverse. There's a lot of things out there, and I just love playing this deck. So yeah, enough blabbing. Let's get right into it. So we obviously played Kozmo Demise. We'll start off with the Jedis. We played the 3 Tin Can. There's no real reason to explain this. It's Tin Can. It's the best first turn play ever, and it reloads your hand, and you can resolve it after Demise resolves, which is great. 2 Strongman. I thought about cutting this to 1, but like if one of them dies, then you lose the combo play. Plus he's an E-Tele target, so you can just get more ships out. So I thought 2 was a good number. He worked well. And then this is one of the changes that I made. This is the updated list. So I played the 1 Soartroopers. This used to be Farmgirl. This is so much more useful. I can get, Dark Lady out of the grave for free. I can get Strongman out of the grave if it does die, and then go off with the combos even more. It was so much more useful than Farmgirl because you never really get to attack with her anyways. There's normally a lot of stuff in the way that you have to grind through. So I thought that Soartroopers was a lot better choice. And the 1 Wicked Witch, this card saved me so many times. The opponent will just make such a big board. They go, have like 2 alternatives and a blue eyes on field, and I'll just float into this, pay 1,000, and they can't attack open. It just gives you that turn to, just set your traps up and get ready to recoil at them. So one of those. And then this is the one last change, is the 1 Dark Lady. I wasn't playing it in the regional, and I'm very, very mad that I wasn't, because it would have helped me in so many situations, especially since I lost the 2 PK Fires, and this card single-handedly could have helped me win. So, regrettable I didn't play it, but it's in there now. That wraps up the Jedis coming into the ships. 1 Dark Eclipser, I main it because it's great against traps, it's great against the mirror, and it's a 3,000 untargetable, and it still searches. Like, it doesn't float, but it still adds to your hand. It's a good card. The 1 Destroyer, because you can only have 1 of them. Then we run the 2 Forerunners. I thought about, or I've seen people run the 1 Landwalker, but honestly, I just like being able to go into rank 7s, and the 1,000 gain, when you set up a lot of traps and you grind them down, you can just sit on a Forerunner for a couple turns. Like, that plus 2,000 life becomes super, super strong. So, 2 of those. And then the 3 Slips, Spell Trap Hate, it's great. Floats into Jedis, and you make infinity with it. So, ta-da. That wraps up all the monsters. Coming to the spells, we run 3 Kozmo Town. Obvious, this card's still a 3, and it basically makes the deck for the most part, so 3 of those. And then, honestly, I think the MVP of the entire tournament was the 3 Gold Sarks. I can't tell you how many matches I won because I went Gold Sarker card to Demise when I was going first, set up on my board, and then wait a turn, and then get that card of Demise. You don't have to luck draw it automatically comes to hand. And you're playing Kozmo Demise, like, you're going to have traps, you're going to be able to live for that X amount of gap time it takes to get that Demise to hand. When you get it to hand, it'll just completely win you the game. Not to mention, I've had multiple times in the tournament where I Gold Sarked Demise, and then on the turn I was waiting for it, I drew a Demise, so I just double Demised them. Like, you can't lose with that play. Plus, it works, combos with Strongman because you can manage Destroyer, and it combos with Town because you can Spanish Tin Can and then automatically get it and set up your first turn dig. Duh. 3 card of Demise because this is Demise Cosmos. That's just how it goes. 2 Potted Dualities. It's super weird, but this deck has become less OTK, more control. So you're just digging for those card Demises, digging for those, traps and Tin Cans and Towns and all those good cards. Like, your first turn, you're normally trying to Demise anyway, so you can't special summon. So just this combos well with it. I think it worked well. I didn't regret it once. The 1 E-Tele because it's at 1. The 1 Terraforming because I just feel like the 1 Terraforming, like, you draw it when you need it, and that's about it. Like, I've never had a time I really didn't want this in hand. That wraps up spells. We come into the Recursion, the 3 Calls, and the 3 Oasis. You're dumping stuff to grave, you're dumping your hands, you need to get those monsters back. This is how you win for the most part. Um, then we run the 3 Mojos. This card is ridiculous. I've been saying this card is ridiculous since it came out. It's amazing. It's a non-target, banish from grave or field. That's ridiculous. The 2 I think that saved my ass a lot was the 2 Quaking Mirror Forces. This is a 43 card deck, which is weird. But my reasoning for that is if you tin can once, you lose 3 cards out of the deck, and then it resets you to what you would have played if you didn't tin can. Just having the 3 extra cards, like, you dig monsters faster, and then you have better chances of drawing traps like these. And I think Mojos and Strikes and all that are good, but the deck needed a little something to protect it, and these right here saved my ass so many times. And then, like I was saying, 3 strikes, 1 solemn. The warning quartet. And that wraps up the main deck. 43 cards. Let's go into the extra in the side real quick. 2 Novas, 2 Infinities. This is basically all you make. Blades, sometimes you make that. Shark Fortress, no. Volca, once, yes. No, 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 and no. I mean, you never really use your extra deck, but these are cards that could come in handy. Like, you could actually use to win games. Honestly, you just normally make Infinity, but, you know, they're nice backups to have, I think. Alright, now we'll go into the side deck. It's a little strange, and there's a couple things I'm missing, but I'll explain that as we go. So 2 Maxis, it's at 2. That's alright. 2 Flying Seas. This is because the PK Fire matchup is probably your hardest matchup, in all honesty, because you don't put out as many ships, and F-Zero stealing your Dark Destroyer or whatever your ship you have on board and then attacking with their whatever it is, like it can really hurt you. So Flying Sea just to shut them down, I think is really good. The best card, sided it in every single match, not even kidding. 3 Twin Twisters, and it won me so many games. Just being able to, when you're on going second, you just, Demise, Twin Twister, set, draw, discard something you don't want, and then set, boom, you just go crazy. It's, oh my god, love this card. It should be banned, I think, honestly. 2 System Downs. This was kind of a personal choice. I didn't want to play the mirror match, like, at all. I just wanted to shut them down. That's it. So I just played 2 System Downs just because. 2 Spell Shattering. This deck does have an issue with Pendulum, the Metal Foe Magic Specters, and Yang Zing. So just being able to shut down their scales and burn them at the same time, like, it's always been a good Pendulum side. And then we run the 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance. You can set your spells and wait a turn. It shuts down Blue Eyes. It shuts down Pendulum decks. Like, it hurts you a bit, but it's definitely worth it. And then we're going to say this are 2 Gambit Seals, because I just think the Hydras are great, and just having those are a good side against Blue Eyes and stuff like that. And that would make 15. Embarrassing enough, I played Light Imprisoning Mirrors during the regional. Not even, like, in testing, it didn't hurt me as much as I thought it would. And then I played a Blue Eyes match, I think it was round 4, game 3, like, I sided in Light Imprisoning. I ended up locking us out for, like, 45 minutes. So, we took those out. It worked, but we took them out because it was terrifying. But yeah, that wraps up the entire deck. Top 48 Kozmo Demise. Honestly, I think this deck is amazing. Like, I think with all the new stuff coming out, like, even this will still be viable, and it's cheap right now because it got hit, so you should all pick it up. Dark Lady says so. Alright, guys, well, that's all we got for today. Thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and let me know what you thought of the video down below. And this will be Nick the Black, signing off. Peace.